before we get going, like with your questions that we're going to pull up, we were just talking about this before we went live in here, but I think some of you guys are like putting a whole lot of pressure on yourself, like a whole lot of pressure on yourself about this decision. And maybe you are thinking about every possible scenario, outcome, what if ever has been made. But I think everybody in here that commented on night one said that they were interested in their own health and fitness and just bettering their own health and fitness. So some people are like, I don't know if I have time, or what if I fail? I hear that a lot, or I don't know if it's the right time. But truly, you guys, the worst case scenario is that you start this and you just decide to do the health and fitness program. So there's like no worst case scenario, because if everything else in your life is super busy and you're like, oh, wait, this isn't the right time. Well, that's still a time though, to make time for you to work out for 30 minutes a day, take care of your body, take care of your health. That itself is going to help you have more energy. Sorry, my wiener dog, more energy to, you know, take care of your busy life. So I think one thing, I see this all the time with, I think a lot of women, we all do this, right? Just overthinking and overanalyzing, but really just take the pressure off yourself in regards to just like, the worst case scenario is that you get an awesome workout program, an awesome nutrition plan, and an awesome community of people to work out with every day. Like that's really the worst case scenario in all of this, which is a pretty great worst case scenario. Do you guys have anything to add to that? I know we were talking before about this.
Yeah, I was going to because coming from me, I was a challenger first. And that was the thing, is like, I'm already doing this. This is already my lifestyle. I'm telling people about it. People are asking me about it. And especially with my background, because I was never a fit person. And then like all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, like people are like, oh, you have like arm muscles. And that, I mean, that's what, you're already doing the things that you're doing in life. It's just like, kind of like if you go to the hair salon and you get a really nice haircut and a new hair place and you're like, oh my gosh, everyone needs to know about it. It's that like low key, like nothing crazy. Like you're just doing something, you found something in your life that works and you tell people about it. So yeah, super easy and chill and like nothing pressure. Yeah.
And I think for some people it's absolutely like that, where it's just like the ease of it. And some people want to go all in and they want to build a business, and there's two different people. And the cool thing is you get to choose. You get to choose if you want to do, I just want to take care of myself for now and see where this takes me. That's an awesome option. And the other option that some people will choose, like, actually, I know I'm ready to also build a business too. So it's kind of cool. You get to choose your own route. Leah, I think I cut you off.
No, you're totally fine. So the thing is, like on my social media, I talk about a lot of products I love. I talk about products I hate. I did that on my Instagram story today. Like yesterday, I talked about purple shampoo. And did you know that for my blondes that you can buy purple shampoo at Target? Oh my God, I found the best one ever. Anyway, like I talk about things I love, just like I talk about my workouts and my meal plans and how much I love them. And today I talked about a deodorant to never buy at Target because it stains your clothes. Like it's just like talking naturally about stuff that you actually love. Being honest, being authentic. We're not perfect. We don't ever pretend to be perfect. We don't say, look, like I had broccoli for every single meal today. Like I am so bad at eating my vegetables, and I talk about that. I love donuts. I love tequila and margaritas, and I share that, and people can relate to that. We're just like wine, and we're just honest, and we don't pretend to be somebody we're not. We share our journey, and that's it.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's jump into some of these questions, and we are just going to like literally take the questions you guys posted on the live last night, posted on the post I made earlier today. And if you need to ask a question now, please put it in this live thread, because I'm going to move my way through. So make sure you put it in this live thread if you have a question while we're going. So this is an easy question. I like this one. If someone is intolerant to dairy, they need gluten-free, they need vegan, how does that work with Shakeology or the meal plan? We've got it covered. We have vegan Shakeology. Shakeology is also gluten-free. And our meal plans also include a vegan and a gluten-free option. And additionally, BOD has an entire section where you can search vegan, gluten-free for people who have different things in that area. The next question, are you allowed to feature or show any paid activities that are not Beachbody? For example, if you love Orange Theory or Soul Cycle, are you allowed to default promote it by featuring on social media, or is that a no-no? Leah, you want to take that one?
I'm assuming, because it's funny because last year I went to Orange Theory for fun, because it's fun to switch workouts up. I love going to hot yoga. I'm not going to not talk about that. You know, we promote a healthy lifestyle. We're not just cave people that sit in our, you know, our house and work out. Like, we do different things to stay active, and we can talk about that. That's totally fine. I think does that make sense?
Absolutely. And actually, too, if that is your thing, last year I ran a very successful online boot camp, and it was specific to people who loved Orange Theory or they love Soul Cycle. They had a gym. I called it Keep Your Gym Challenge. And they kept their workout, whatever they loved, and they joined me with the nutrition plan and Shakeology to get better results. So absolutely, you can absolutely do that. Meal plan. Yeah, we talked about gluten-free. We talked about, okay. All right. So I have a very good full-time. I have a very busy full-time, good. I think this is saying I think it's asking I have a full-time job, or I'm just busy. I think it's saying I'm just busy. Would this still be possible for me? Yes. Short answer is yes. But Nikki, you want to elaborate on it? You can start. I'm sure we all have something to chime in.
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes back to like what you want out of it. Like, this is you, this is your life. And that's what's so amazing about it, is like, you fit this into what your goals are. It is completely based on what you want to do with it. Do you want to build faster? Do you want to build slower? Do you have a huge debt you want to pay off? Do you want to just be able, for me, when I started, I wanted to be able to tell my husband I can buy groceries for the month. I wanted to take that off of his plate. And so you do it however you want. And as far as being busy, like, heck yes. And that's what it's amazing about, is that it works with your lifestyle and your time, because you are your own boss. It's flexible. Fruit fly.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, busy. And honestly, this is what I think, the busier the better, because people who are busy know how to get shiz done. Mm-hmm. You got intention, and that's what it is. This is not like a 9-to-5 grind where you're in it for hours. Intention, focus, bam, get it going. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
And I think people see, so you guys are going to learn this when you join us. There's a lot of tricks to saving your time, but I think they see us maybe who do it full time, and they think like, well, you guys do this full time. How am I supposed to do it? You guys, I literally do rock out my business from 8 to 11 every day. And then the rest of the day I do my workout, and then it's like leisure work time, meaning like I could go to the mall every day at noon it's not, you can do it in chunks of time. If I'm running a big business in 3 hours a day from home, being very conscious and productive in that time, you can do this with a full-time job. And I posted that story of Brittany because it's like Nikki just said, busy people do it best because they know how to get stuff done. So if you want to better your health and your fitness, then this is a great route for anybody, busy or not busy, to also then see if they can earn a little side hustle if they want to in that free time as well. In any free times, little chunks. Leah, do you have anything you want to add?
Absolutely, I do. Because I mentor this awesome woman on my team. Her name is Christy, and she just amazes me and makes everyone's excuses, like, because let me tell you what, she has a full-time job, corporate full-time demanding job. She is a mother of 2 kids, and she is taking night classes to get her master's degree, and she is killing her coach business. So if she can do that, all of that, there is no reason that anyone else can't.
Absolutely. I absolutely love that. All right, next question. Does Beachbody provide any insurance? Shorter answer is no, because in this, you are kind of like a paid contractor, if you will. You get a 1099. So no, they do not. However, if your spouse has insurance, you should be able to keep that, or whatever insurance you have right now, you should be able to keep, because again, you don't have to quit your full-time. We don't want you to quit your full-time job, by the way, to do this. We are not telling you to quit your full-time job to be a coach. We are saying you keep your full-time job. You also keep your children. You also keep all the things you love. And then this fits into the other little pieces of your time. Next question. Who would my audience be? Love this question. I'm gonna bounce it to someone else. But who would my audience be if I became a coach? Who would want to listen to me? And this also doubles with the question we're going to throw into the same one is, how do you separate yourself from the thousands of other programs or the thousands of other people already out there? So who would your audience be, and how do you separate yourself from those people that are already out there?
Should I go? Okay. So the whole thing is it's like kind of, you just post things that you love to do, hobbies, interests. What about your life is unique? Do you have kids? What do you do for your job? Are you a teacher? Are you a PA? There's a PA on my team, a physician's assistant, also very busy, has kids, super busy, also killing her business. So what do you like to do? What about you is unique, right? So for me, like, I have a pug. I like Jeeps. I like hiking. I live in Colorado. I love doing outdoor things. I love camping. So I talk about those things. I post about those things, and I find my people through my interests. So. And
again, this goes back to our freaking amazing training. We have all that, like, to help you with, figuring out that, kind of like guiding you through. Because when I started, I had like most of my followers are my friends and family. So and it also, when you start diving deeper into yourself and really, I call it dating yourself. That's all. You just have to date yourself, figure out what you're all about. And it's so easy and so much fun. And then you really start to connect with your tribe, which makes it so much fun to talk to these people all around the States, Canada, US, all around the world, really. And do you want me to talk about the programs, or did you want to add anything about setting yourself apart?
Whatever you want to talk about, go. I'm like, what? It's up to you.
Okay, sorry. Well, and I love this. When I saw that question, it reminded me of a day. This was a while ago, and I posted it about my stories. I was walking, of course, I was at Target, and I went down the fitness aisle to get a water bottle. And then I had this flashback moment of all of the DVDs that they had, like Jillian Michaels and Tone It Up Girls and all the things. I literally would buy those all the time, and they would sit, and I would try maybe do it once or twice. And so okay. And so that was all right, but what separates it from that? But the thing is that you get so much, you've got your trainer, you've got your nutrition plan, you've got your community, you've got your coach, you have everything. I was even talking to
everything.
Everything.
There's nothing else like it on the market.
No.
There is nothing else like this, because sorry, I'm butting in, but we reach everything. We have 60 different programs with 60 different goals, body types, levels, all those things. Sorry, go back to you, Nikki. Yes, I just got really excited.
I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like, there is nothing else. I was talking to a girl today who was sent me a message a week ago and said, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign up with a personal trainer. And I'm like, girl, do you? I'm so happy for you. She literally sent me a message today and goes, I did it. I hated it. Help me. That's the thing. It's because and she said, if I wanted nutrition, it was extra. And it's like, you know, that you get everything, any type of workout. There have been times where I wake up really like sore and I want to do yoga. I can pop in the yoga studio without having to go anywhere. My daughters they have kids stuff on here. If I feel like dancing, like you have everything at your fingertips, but you also have the nutrition. You also have your coach. If you have any questions, like I think there's questions about injuries and things like that. If something pops up and you're like, ooh, I don't know how to handle this, literally it is at your fingertips, post it in the group, and you're going to get support, which is bananas. And that is why I'm still here doing this with results. Yeah.
And the only thing I have to add about who would be my audience, when I started, I was like, who would be my audience? Like, what makes me special? And you know what I learned, you guys? It's not what makes you special. It's what makes you totally normal. It's what makes you relatable. So like for the longest time when I was actually a new coach, I was like, what makes me special? What makes me stand out? None of that matters, actually. What's going to make you stand out is just by being you. So like, it's funny that wine is a big thing of mine. Wine and cupcakes and abs now, because I have abs, which I didn't have abs before I coached, just so you know. I got these because I coach. But like, so now it's like, I love sweets, I love wine, I love food. And I also kind of like fitness, but I really only do it because it's part of my job. And I say that on social media. And these things don't make me special. Like, they just make me normal. And I think that's the cool thing, is that you're a normal person with normal things happening. But when you just share that, you're going to relate to other people who feel you on the wine, or who feel you on the cupcakes, or who feel you on being a redhead. Like, that's even a thing. I didn't know red hair was going to attract more red hair. I had no idea, but it does. So it's those just things that make you normal. We're going to answer these really quick. We answered them last night, but I want everything in one. How do you claim this on taxes, and how does that work? Once you make $600 in a given year, you get a 1099 that you report to taxes. Additionally, you also get to write off any of your business expenses that you acquire. That's not the that you get from this. So like, I use my phone, I use my laptop, any of those business expenses are write-offs. Does your monthly income, when you start off, cover your monthly fee of $15.95 and Shakeology? And your monthly income is dependent upon you. However, we are training you to cover that. So our goal is to help you earn double that in the first 30 days, if that is your goal. Some people are going to come in and they're going to say, you know what? I just want to focus on me and my health and fitness. And that's cool. Other people are going to come in and they're going to say, hey, I want to earn my investment back. And we're going to say, cool, we'll show you how. Other people are going to come in, they're going to say, hey, I want to earn $500 and I'm willing to use that time to do that. And we'll show you how to do that too. So yes, yes, and yes. Yes, we show you how to do all of it. Okay. All right, cool. Let me find my other question thread. All right. We answered that one. How much do I need to know about social media and technology? Leah, you want to cover that one?
Yes. So you really don't need to have hardly any experience with social media, or hold on, let me close the door. He just got home, so I have to make sure it doesn't get loud. So when I first started, like I said the other day, I had like 300 or 400 followers on my Instagram, and I had really bad pictures. Like, I didn't know social media. I didn't understand attraction marketing. I didn't understand any of that. And those followers are like all people from high school, people I never really talked to. I think I averaged like 5 to 10 likes on each picture when I first started, and that's totally normal, right? So like, we show you how to expand and get more people to see your page. We show you how to attract your people. We show you everything. And honestly, it's really, really simple. All you do is post on Instagram, Facebook, and do some Instagram stories. And
so you don't need to know anything, because we're going to train you on how to do everything.
Yeah.
So just know that, like, you don't have to be a social media expert. You don't have to know very much about technology, because we show you how to do all of that. So you are good there.
Mm-hmm.
Next question is, how do you manage coaching and fitness if you have an injury or if you overdo it? You want to cover this one, Nikki?
Oh, she left. I don't know where she went.
Oh, she leave. I'm not looking at that screen. I'm looking at the questions. Okay. So here's the cool thing, you guys. If you get injured or if you overdo it, I actually haven't been able to work out up until like 2 weeks ago. So you do your real life the healthiest way possible and you share that. Okay. So that doesn't mean you can always work out. All of August, I was on doctor's orders not to work out. So guess what? I didn't work out. I followed my nutrition plan. I showed people what was possible in regards to just nutrition and no workouts because that was my doctor's orders. So coaching is not about being perfect. Coaching is not about eating. It's not even about eating perfectly, as we already have established. Now I want a cupcake now too that I've been talking about it. It's simply about taking yourself to the next level, whatever that is for you. It's very different for everybody, and being authentic and real in that. There's going to be good days that are awesome. There's going to be bad days that suck and you fall off the wagon. My dog is eating my food from dinner. So you just share all that authentically. We don't want you to come in and be like a clone, or if you are a fitness freak, be a fitness freak. But if you're not a fitness freak and it's hard for you, cool, share that too. This isn't about being one way. This is about being you and you being your best self and sharing that journey. Okay, let me check. Cool. We have some more questions. Thank you for posting. Do you have to make your social media open? Example, take down your security of who can see you. Anyone want to cover that?
I had mine private before I started coaching, and then I made it public to everybody. And I kind of went through waves of it. It just depends on you, what you want to post, because you want to think of your social media as your storefront. And so in the beginning, I didn't really post a lot about my kids. And now I sort of, they're involved, but it's totally up to you. But yes, I do have mine public. Is that the question? Just having it, the whole thing public, or just to certain accounts?
Kind of both. Do you need to make your social media open, take down the security of who sees it?
Okay. Yeah. So I say yes to have it public. That way people who, for example, I would have never met Ruth if she didn't have her account public, because I was searching for results. That's what I was looking for. So people who are looking for something, I have mine, I'm a mother of 2 C-sections. So I get a lot of C-section moms. And so if I had it private, we wouldn't be able to have that relationship so quickly, or maybe not even at all.
And so if your goal is to just better yourself in health and fitness, and that's like what you want to do, and you're not so worried about growing a business, then maybe you don't need it public, or you could just share it to certain people. If your goal is to earn your investment back, earn income, then absolutely, we're 100% going to recommend that you do have a public profile. However, some people's job, like if your spouse is, I've literally had this where their spouse was in the CIA. So she had a limited profile, but she would make some posts public, because you can make some posts public on Facebook and then some posts would be private on Facebook. However, in general, we usually say, like Nikki said, your social media is your storefront. And yeah, so good question there. The next question, if you are a coach, what are the next steps? If you are a coach on our team, we are going to get you the new coach welcome email. And then we have a new coach training next week set up for you. It's a 14-day training. Again, it's like 30 to 60 minutes tops a day. And we piecemeal it out. So each day you're learning something new in this. If you are ready to open your side hustle with us and begin your health and fitness journey, and then also begin helping people also start their health and fitness journey with you. Another question. I'm loving these questions. I hear complaints online of when people become coaches, but then being left without help. Sorry, she said, sorry, is it Ariel? Is that how you pronounce your name? You guys stick around? Girl, I'm not going anywhere. I bleed Beachbody blue. Like, you don't got to worry about it. So I think, sorry, anyone else, you guys can jump on that too.
I've never, like, Ruth has always been there for me, like, every single time. Like,
you're in good hands on this call.
Yeah. But I know, yeah, I hear that and I've seen that.
And it makes me mad, to be honest. I get very frustrated when I hear that story because it shouldn't be like that.
No. And even, okay, yes, you're not going to have that with us. And what is amazing is that you are part of this ridiculously, I mean, we have like over 2,000 coaches in Juvo. And again, those are people that are working on their own health and fitness or building businesses or whatever they're doing, but they're there. And so if you ever need anything, we're there. That isn't, you're never left alone ever. I actually tell my people, you're just going to have to break up with me. So, it's going to be awkward, but
Yeah, you're definitely going to have all the support you need. And not just from your upline. So like if you join Nikki, if you join Leah, but like really from everybody on our team.
Right.
Okay, you guys, this is it. Any last questions? Hurry, post them. Oh. Hold on. Sorry. It's really hard for me to read the questions. I'm like searching all the threads to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. And for our drawing winner tonight, I have the drawing winner. I have not announced it yet, but I have the Gratefulness Journal and Beach Bars, and that is going to Elizabeth Van Bever this evening, coming your way. So congrats to Elizabeth. That's headed your way, girl. So I will get your address from you and get that in the mail. Let me check the thread one more time to make sure, and then we will just close this up here. Okay, I don't see any on my phone, but I want to make sure it's updating. All right, Leah, what would you say to a coach who just says, I don't know, should I do this? What would your thoughts be? Closing thoughts to someone who's contemplating doing this.
Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Like, that's all I gotta say. Why? Like, honestly, the worst case scenario is you work on yourself. You reach your fitness goals. You gain confidence. You work on yourself. Maybe help a few people on the way and make a little extra money and decide you don't like it, and that's it. Like, that's a pretty good worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Nikki, same question.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to add.
Exactly. Like, why wouldn't you? Because it literally is risk-free. And like the worst case scenario is the best case scenario, but you are in charge. And the thing is like, if you love it, heck yes, let's go. If it's not for you and you just want to work on your health and fitness and not run a business, or you get in it to just do your health and fitness and then you want to run it doesn't matter. So it's like, why wouldn't you take a chance on yourself? And something that I kind of go back to, it's like, there's a reason why everyone is here. And if something keeps being put on your heart, there's a reason for it. Mm-hmm. And just give yourself a chance to take a chance on yourself. Because I mean, and I kind of always think about this too, like my husband's really big into surfing and I wanted to try it. And I'm like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? Well, I would, be eaten by a shark, worst case. But I tried it and it's not my thing. So I walked away. But that's the thing, like, you're not tied. It's not one of those things where it's like, you have to be in here for a year type of thing. Like, it's nothing like that. It's risk-free. Literally. But
I love it.
Do it.
And I said one last, how would you explain what coaching is as a job? And I would say coaching is simply being your best self and motivating other people to be their best self with you. That's the job. I'm a cheerleader. Whenever people ask me, I'm like, I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not even a nutrition expert. I'm a normal person using the health and fitness experts that have already been created for me, those programs, using those programs to better myself and my health. And then I cheer other people on and hold them accountable as they do it with me. That's truly what we do. Someone already asked, okay, cool. Look at you, Cece. Here you go. You're already sharing, huh? Girl, you're already coaching over there. Get it. Ask why they would choose Shakeology over Isogenics. And honestly, like, I can't say that I know too much about Isogenics. I really can't. And I don't want to ever disrespect another company because I know someone out there probably loves it. However, what I can tell you is that Shakeology is truly there's nothing else like it on the market. My understanding about other products, possibly Isogenics, is that they have the artificial chemicals and the artificial flavorings and all the stuff. And I can vouch for us that we don't, and we put so much research, care, and effort into making sure that we have the best shake that is completely artificial free, no added preservatives, no added chemicals, no added anything. And it is packed full of nutrition and vitamins that are going to fuel your body and make you feel so much better. Also, Leah is the crazy food chemist.
I have a short story because
Go.
I was just thinking about this. So when I first became a coach in 2014, I had just started my master's degree in food chemistry. And into my first semester, I was learning a lot. And I kind of had a panic attack because I was learning a lot about ingredients. And I had just, become a coach for a few months. And then I was like, oh crap, if Shakeology or anything Beachbody sells has this stuff in there, I refuse to promote it. I will cancel my coach account because I cannot be fake, I cannot lie, and I can't sell people stuff that I will not personally consume because I'm so freaking picky ever since my degree. Anyway, I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, please God, tell me that nothing is wrong with the stuff. And I remember picking up my Shakeology bag and reading every single ingredient and I swear by it for a reason. Mm-hmm.
Didn't you do some crazy experiment with it too?
I did, yeah. I
never forget that.
I did very briefly it's somewhere on the web or on the internet somewhere, I forgot where it was. I did an experiment because real food rots, right? Processed food, just like the McDonald's burgers, you've seen the pictures where they sit there for years and they still look the same, but they're dry, but there's no mold or nothing on them because nothing's growing because it's completely crap. Anyway, real food rots. So I did a little experiment where I mixed Shakeology and water into a thing and left it out and mixed another brand, I will not say what it is, a total garbage brand, into a container and let it sit in a hot garage for a week. And Shakeology just had nasty mold and crap and everything all up in there. And the other one, it still looked gross, but it was not that bad. And I'm like, yeah, Shakeology's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And something to know, Cece, as well, because not everyone is a food chemist like Leah. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am not one of those organic GMO type of people. I'm not a crunchy person like that. And if you are, I totally respect you, but that's just not me. And if I thought I had to be that, I would be petrified right now. I'd be like, but I will actually eat crap. I don't always fuel my body the right way, but here's the cool thing is, to be honest with you, I have 100% belief in Shakeology, and I share that in my Instagram stories and things like that. But to be honest with you, I don't even know if I've been asked that question 5 times in my journey as a coach. People don't come to me and ask those questions because they have watched me share my own story, my own journey. And I have built that trust with them to where they're not comparing products because they are going to trust what I say just because they followed my journey. So that's the cool thing is I don't get that question very much. And I don't anticipate that a lot of coaches do, just because we're not selling Shakeology, to be honest with you. We're not selling Shakeology. We're just sharing our own journey, sharing our own story, and people connect with that. And then that's why they trust you. And that's why they join you. So like, Nikki's a mom and she has a mom market and she has moms coming to her asking for help. And those moms trust her and believe her. And they want to join her because of that. Not because Shakeology is better. Well, Shakeology, it is better than Isagenix, but like not because Nikki is telling them that. And kind of the same thing with Leah and the same thing with, we all have a different story. And that's the real difference maker is we're not selling a shake. And that's a cool thing because I'd be out if we were selling a shake and even though this is a great question that you ask, I am very thankful it's not a main point of our business because I never wanted to be a shake salesperson, to be honest with you. So I'm very happy that this is not something that I have to talk about a lot in regards to like, I'm not selling shake. I'm just sharing my own journey and my own transformation mentally and physically. And that is usually why people want to join me. And then they trust my recommendation on nutrition and Shakeology because they trust me because I've been sharing my journey. So
that's like a big misconception with Shakeology is we don't teach you to just drink a bunch of shakes all day. Like we show you how to eat for the rest of your life. Shakeology is a supplement that gives you all the micronutrients, phytonutrients, adaptogens, all of this amazing stuff. Like we don't tell you to drink a shake for every meal and starve yourself. It's supposed to serve a purpose, much more than just here, drink this every single day. And once you go off of it, you're going to gain all this weight back because you were never taught to eat. Like that's the other companies. We don't do that.
100%. Yep. Because honestly, a shake company was my nightmare, to be honest. Like before this, I was like, I will never be one of those shake people. And I'm not. Go look at my Instagram. You're not going to see one shake on my Instagram because that's not what we do. It's about so much more, as you guys have seen. So we had those few questions. Nikki and Leah had just kind of closed out their thoughts. I will close out for us now. So we have loved getting to know you, and obviously we'll be hanging out in here the next few days, but this is our last live. I know just hearing your guys' stories, I've been so inspired by you guys sharing your stories in here and honestly seeing how you guys fit into our tribe. And it makes me excited to think about who in here right now, like you're going to be sharing the story someday. Like, oh yeah, I did this like coach preview party with Nikki and Leah and I watched and I was like, who are these crazy girls? And like, and then you're going to be, and now I know them. And maybe you're going to be on this with us someday. We don't know. But I hope we know. And I hope that you are, because I know all three of us can say the same thing, that this has changed our lives in amazing ways. And, there are a lot of what ifs. There are always a lot of what ifs. But like, what if you joined us and you simply lost 5 pounds? Like, how cool would that be? What if you joined us and you simply learned how to eat for life and you got off the yo-yo diet? What if you joined us and you learned those healthy habits and you learned those delicious, healthy meals that both you and your husband and your picky kids can eat, and you've now created a healthy lifestyle for your entire family to learn and pass down generation to generation, and you're changing generations of lives to come because of one decision to join our tribe? And then what if from there, you simply help maybe one other person get healthy and fit with you? And maybe that one person is your mom, like my mom did, who was 60 years old, who literally never worked out a day in her life. Like, she was not one of the walking moms that you guys see. Like, that was not my mom. My mom ate yogurt for lunch every day that I can remember as a kid, and she was always dieting. But what I saw her do when she was 60 is she started working out with me, and homegirl can push out push-ups like a boss at 62 now. And I gave my mom the gift of confidence. It was the coolest thing. Like, what if it's just one person in your life that you can help be more confident, or maybe get off of diabetes medication, or, not diabetes medication, high blood pressure medication, or whatever medication that they're on because of health consequences. Like, that's a gift we get to pay forward. What if there's one person out there that could use something like this with you? But then the other what if is like, what if this is that thing that lights your soul on fire, that reignites your passion to serve and to make a difference, and you fall in love with what we get to do as coaches. And in that, you begin to share it more and more, and you begin to create a business. What happens then? What happens to your life then? What happens to your future then? I know for me, when that happened, and it was a slow buildup for me, but I shared the other night, when I got that phone call of my first challenger thanking me, everything changed. And in that, I was also learning to grow my confidence and belief. And I fell in love with all of this. And that this one small decision of me saying to myself, you know what? The worst thing that happens is I get healthy and fit. For $160, that wasn't a bad worst case scenario. And everything has changed because of that one thought. It is the coolest community that you're ever going to be a part of. Promise you that. You're not going to regret it. And honestly, I hope someday you're dreaming big with us. I hope someday you're realizing your potential, and you're realizing how much you are capable of doing in life for yourself and for others, and realizing that it's limitless for you. Everything is limitless, and that you can have whatever future that you want. So we are inviting you to join us next week on our new coach call as a new coach to get you started right with us. We are super, super excited because we already have about 5-6 of you who have joined our team. And we are just pumped to see you improve your health, fitness, learn healthy habits, and change your life. So I think we still have 5 shirts left for our first 10 coaches who enroll. So awesome week. And we will see you next week. New coach call.
Yes.
Thanks.
Mentorship.
Woo-hoo. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.